I understand this game with, you know, having 3 characters, but for some Smash Ultimate players like myself, it could be a little bit daunting to figure it out.
Yeah. And it looks like up first, though. Ooh, so this makes sense. Starting off with Cloud, the only character here that has some sort of like limit, some sort of gauge mechanic, you're able to charge it a bit more. We talked about the respawn time.
Yeah.
If you take the first stock.
Normally, when you get a stock with Cloud, you can almost get a full entire meter of limit, and that extra few seconds is all it really takes to just start off with a fresh limit, and that could be, you know, 30, 40, maybe even 50% off of a combo with that limit off rip. So smart stuff coming in from DragonFire trying to start off that gate. But LucaLemonLord starting off with the Inkling.
Yeah, Inkling and character, once we talk about, we don't see them a lot. Japan, Europe has some representation, but America, since Cosmos dropped the character, we really haven't had any like top rep. I know there's Colorado from Missouri, but he's not coming out around as much these days, it feels like.
I like that read of the roll-in with that F smash, trying to go low to snipe out DragonFire. DragonFire kind of just throwing out a Hail Mary F smash there, getting blasted back onto the stage though.
Yeah, and 184% is definitely kill percent. You should be able to charge the limit if worse comes to worse, but
yeah.
Get Attack's going to give it to him.
Whew, that's actually a really good punish with the back air. Inkling back air, definitely something you want to keep in mind. Even as a Cloud main, that says something.
Yeah, that back air really disjointed and pretty fast and safe on shield. It's one of the best poking tools in the game.
Yeah,
and you rarely see it kill, but off stage is where you see it shine. So to see it kill from mid stage, just
yeah, it makes sense. Inkling struggled to kill area. It took to like 200%. But DragonFire answering back with Palutena on that second stock. And Palutena does have some reliable kill options, especially near ledge. Kind of can trip up LucaLemonLord maybe, but you got to get that Inkling there first.
Yeah, and we're just trying to see DragonFire find a way to get a step in advantage right now. Because they're giving up at the ledge. They're not really forcing anything intense. They're just going for a explosive flames, trying to maybe catch a get up.
Try to get something there. You got to get yourself on the board sometime. That back air is definitely going to cause some problems. How are you going to edge guard the situation, though? Not quite kind of following up. LucaLemonLord trying to go a bit aggressive on that edge, and DragonFire not really answering back here.
And not going to die to the Booyah, but 102% is still decent percent. Takes a while to mash out a side, but yeah, that percent. But the explosive flame is going to catch the jump up.
A little bit greedy there for LucaLemonLord to try to cover some options, getting sniped out, of course. And Palutena on a fresh stock means you can maybe get some Nair planes going. I mean, at the very least, you got a lot of good buttons to kind of put pressure on the Sora, get some percentage on, even if you don't quite get the stock.
Yeah, and Palutena's probably one of the few characters that can actually contest Sora in the air. I feel like you have some pretty impressive new aerials in the form of back air. Baron.
Woo! I mean, hey.
That was smart, but you still got caught at the end.
Unfortunate scenario. Now you got Lucina, someone who lacks projectiles, but overall is kind of a jack of all trades with that sword, with the ability to kind of a quick out of shield, some good, you know, ledge pressure, a little bit of edge guarding game, all around. A good character to have as an anchor, I would say.
Oh yeah, getting out of combos is a bit easier because you have a frame 1 invincibility option in the form of up B. So if your combo isn't true as Sora, and we know how these Soras like to go for some of their untrue combos, you can get hard punished for it.
I like that. An over-aggressive extension from Luca actually resulted in DragonFire getting some percentage. Not quite getting the kill just yet, but I can imagine it pretty soon.
And they're looking a bit more comfortable on this Lucina. They're finding a... their punishes are... What's the word I'm looking for? The punishes are a bit more... they're actually punishing.
Yeah, a little bit more precise, having a little bit more experience. Maybe, I mean, this probably would be DragonFire's main if I had to guess, just due to the more fluidity of play. Not quite getting that free punish, though. That could have been the stock, but DragonFire not pulling the trigger there, not in the right place at the right time.
He's going to drop down. Getting the stage spike. That was an aggressive attempt.
If that wasn't Sora, probably would have been dead. But I like the follow-up there, catching the Sonic Blade, and this is a last stock scenario, but Diddy Kong is a really good anchor to have, especially with that banana. All you need is one good solid hit, and you could get an up smash, an F smash, anything to really seal the deal.
Yeah, and Monkey Flip I was talking about the other day, Monkey Flip is one of the best moves in the game, especially on a character like Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
Because think about it, it's either a command. Ooh, that backer should take it.
Not quite. You're still going to live because you're Lucina. Gotta be careful there. Again, Monkey Flip. And one of the best command grabs in the game, paired with one of the best projectiles in the game and the best items in the game, is really, really good. Diddy Kong can do a lot with those tools. But, I mean, you got to use them a little bit first.
That falling out of up smash is pretty easy to do, especially if you don't get hit by the first hit of it. However, 187%. This is up to 0%.
Oh, Luca's kind of choking this.
He's definitely choking it. This is an F smash kill.
Oh.
Or even a good edge guard, but
that was so close.
Committing may actually be what cost him the game right now.
Just overcommitting these options, not quite finding anything, not even getting the banana. DragonFire trying to play safe. Just a quick back throw, actually. Yeah. LucaLemonLord almost fumbled the bag multiple times in that, but we clinch it up at the end. We do clutch those.
It doesn't matter how you win the game as long as you do.
Yeah,
and just
true.
right there.
As long as your character's on the win screen, we'll take it.
Putting them up 1-0.
Taking some time to consider maybe some bans of the scenario, walking over.
Bans in this type of game mode is... I'm not sure if it's extremely important, but it's weird to see how it happens. I know some players have characters that, you know, some like FD, some don't. So do you go to FD even if it hurts one of your characters more but if it benefits the others? Or do you go to a stage that benefits all of them but not as much as it would?
It's a lot to consider.
Yeah.
I mean, the personal philosophy I see a lot of players use is preferring to ban what they're uncomfortable with. There's also the strategy of banning what is beneficial for your opponent. But in that scenario where you have 3 characters, you have to kind of gauge what their main is before, because they're going to pick stages before characters.
Yep.
So you're going to think, well, do I want a blanket ban in case they pull out something like a Kazuya? You know, if they pull out something like a Steve, like a Pyro, like a Mithra, you got to be careful with certain characters that can benefit from certain stages very well, and just kind of try to play around that the best you can. But I mean, both these players aren't really swapping up anything. DragonFire keeping the same order of characters, while Luca is opting to put the Diddy Kong in the second stock and clinching with the Sora. Yeah,
the Sora seemed like LucaLemonLord's strongest character. We saw a bit more consistency with his...
I like the idea. I feel like DragonFire saw enhanced, or I think it was maybe YOC that did it last night. One of the clouds to get a parry to finish a touch last night, and honestly, I would do that too. I would absolutely just try to something like that.
Unfortunately, it's on Inkling Bear.
Yeah, so, which is an extremely safe move, and you're not getting anything on that anytime soon, even on a parry. Let's be real.
Yeah, and landing with the dare, but gonna get back them for it.
Spooky scenario. I like the get up attack, kind of forcing LucaLemon off them, and up smash is gonna take it, running out of ink, but getting almost a full tank back because of the spawning in.
Yeah, and we saw this last time. It took a little bit for DragonFire to actually take the stock off of Luca. Inkling is a character that's quite fast.
Yeah.
And the hurt boxes when they run.
The shifting hurt boxes is so difficult to mean. It could be easy to low profile a lot of moves, like Palutena back air, for example.
Yeah, Palu actually does kind of struggle with hitting characters that can low profile, which is why you hear them say they lose to Kirby, which is...
Oh, that's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, that's not what you want to see if you're DragonFire. A kind of a weird scenario with that Splat Bomb. But so far, the LucaLemonLord sitting pretty, holding on to that stock.
And you have Inkling at the ledge, where Lucina gets a lot of pressure off there.
Yeah.
You have a lot of strength with poke tools, and Shield Breaker is also a thing that exists. We haven't seen that come out much, but it should be a punish on that does hit ledge, but
Dolphin Slash gonna take it.
Yep.
Something to just bail me out, like the I need the please give me this stock scenario, you know? Something, anything will do. But now you have to fight the Diddy. I mean, this is what caused DragonFire to drop last stock, and after that is the Sora, so you get a lot to take in there.
Yeah, but we did see how hard it was for Luca to actually take the stock on the Lucina, which I could be wrong, but doesn't Diddy typically have a good matchup against most of the sorties?
I can see that. The biggest crux is actually having the banana in hand, because if Diddy doesn't have the banana and you have to approach, it can be very difficult.
Yeah,
a lot of the neutral is centered around does Diddy have banana or not, and being aware of the command grab. But I can see Diddy having the frame data to really kind of close in on the Lucina.
The main problem, though, is we're seeing a lot of overcommitments. We saw the flip kick, or the monkey kick, out of trying to pressure and getting off stage. And if DragonFire didn't commit to the F smash, it would have actually been a huge punish.
Absolutely. Trying to get a little bit deeper into this stock, though. Are you going to be able to recover in time?
No.
Too short. So that's a pretty good stock. DragonFire down but not out in triple-digit % versus Sora is a difficult scenario, but Lucina is a character that can absolutely cause some problems.
Definitely, but Sora being one of the, I guess, most uncommon characters, I would say. We don't...
Very rare.
That should be
not quite. Great DI.
Smashville.
Great DI, but that up air should actually do it. That is going to be it. That's going to be 2-0 for LucaLemonLord, continuing on in that squad strike bracket. And good stuff all around. Good pressure, and kind of understanding the game plan that DragonFire was trying to do, and not really giving them a chance to get a strong lead.
Yeah. Once again, talk about a lot of characters also have some sort of weird chemistry.
Yeah.
With this game mode. I feel like a lot of the characters that we saw from DragonLord was mostly just based around. What's what I'm looking for? It was based around